Hello viewers, how are we doing today? Thank God it's Friday. It's a Friday vibe for me. The topic for today is it necessary, is it important for partners to have similar goals in a relationship? So welcome Immaculata to the studio. Pretty. How are you?
Good evening, all.
He's feeling shy already. Oh my, he's the man of the house. Welcome to the studio anyway.
Oh my God! Thank you for having me. Thank you for the good words. Good evening, everyone. It's another opportunity to be here with my co-hosts and the participants. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, you look dashing anyway.
You know,
Well, as we said earlier, we are going to be looking at this very important topic. Is it necessary for partners to have same goals in a relationship? So, first question, Mr. Abdulaziz. Firstly, is it necessary for for partners to have similar goals in a relationship?
Okay. Once again, good evening, and very interestingly, a topic that actually want to be talk about extensively to the best of my ability. Couples having similar goals. It's not a bad idea, but at the same time, it has its own good sides and bad side. That's merits and the demerits. So depending on the way you look at it and the parties involved, you get. So yeah. For now, that's what I
Okay,
was saying.
from your own side, it depends on, let's say, what you're looking for in a relationship. Okay, so a little bit light or throw more light on this question. So, what are the benefits of sharing same life goals in a relationship?
Okay, talking about benefits of sharing same life goals, it gives you that sense of direction. For now, we're talking about couples. It takes two people, not just two people, a male and a female. In my own understanding, not the male or female, a male and a female to make a couple. Yes, I need to put this out correctly. Yeah. So, like I said, it gives you that sense of purpose and sense of direction for the couple. Secondly, it also gives you the opportunity to be able to bring your own experience to bear. Let's say, for example, we are focused on saying we want to have a building, we want to build a house. We're now decided to say, okay, this goal is for both of us. We both have it in mind. Even before we got married, we've always had this, okay, the first thing we do is to have our own house. As couples, we need to work towards having our own house. Then the next thing we should do is to sit down and plan towards it. And certain things comes with the planning. Funding, time, and then the resources. So now you see that by the time we sit and we're doing all of this, it will start bringing out certain things I don't even know about myself in terms of planning, coordination, organization, and all that. I also begin to see the strengths and weaknesses of my partner too. So by so doing, it can help us grow and then understand each other and our goals better.
Wow. Referring you back to our topic, is it important? Is it vital for couples in a relationship, in a marriage, to have same set of goals?
Yes. It is it brings teamwork. Yes. When as a couple you have similar life goals, you work together, you achieve together, you celebrate each other because you have been able to achieve something and you put in your best. It's a teamwork, just like I said, you come together, you work together and get your results.
Yes.
So it's a very great thing. It's a very good thing to do.
Okay, so it's necessary.
Very
so now,
necessary.
in a situation where they are actually not working in the same set of goals, like more like a reverse. So what is the implications that maybe we both don't have the same set of goals? Almost we are two different persons in a relationship, so they two cannot work together until they agree. So if you're doing this and I don't like that and I'm doing this, what would be the issue? What's the outcome of it?
The truth is for a couple, like when we're talking about life goals could be that I want to, let's say, further education and do, let's say, PhD. My husband is not that type of a person. He's not an academician. He doesn't even have, the zeal to go ahead. But now, because I want that, I desire that, he now supports me. We don't have the same goal, but he has to support, So by the time you support your wife, that means you're still having the same, because you know that if she acquired a PhD, it's going to add, this prestige, this kind of a name to your family.
Even with big job, better pays.
Yeah, that is it. So now, another way you can say that having the same goals together, you desire to have a PhD, your husband desire to have a PhD, you both go together, and you see, it's actually what matter, either you desire together, you go together, you achieve it, or you are like, okay, this is what I want, and he supports. Because without him or without her supporting you, you cannot achieve anything. So that is why we say it takes two people to work together for them to achieve things. So if we are not in agreement, we can't get any result. So invariably, having same goals could be that not the same thing, as in two of you want to do the same thing, but that support system makes it that makes the home to grow, and then you achieve a lot. You understand?
Wow. Okay. That's great. Okay, so from the two questions, listeners also and viewers, in case you're just joining us, so we are talking about the vital importance, or is it important for both couples to have similar goals in a relationship? So we've talked about two extensively. They both agree that it is very, very important for us to have similar goals. So not us, I'm not in a relationship yet. So, he just spoke, and I'm still going to invite him. You're just joining us. This is Makolata, and I'm going back to Mr. Abdulaziz. If it happens that two persons no longer have same goals, is there a common ground for two couples with different life goals to work with? Like, is there a place where, point out some places where people with different goals can agree to have a successful relationship?
Well, I think the right word is middle ground.
Okay.
Right? If there's a middle ground for both of them, you see, in life, there's a reason God, in His infinite understanding and mercy, created human beings, created man, and made them man and woman. So right from the word go, there's what we call individual differences. So that will always come to manifest in every setting that we find ourselves. So relationship or marriage is not exempted. Do you understand? Now, I'm bringing into our point of focus. From the question you're asking now, is it possible that if at a point couples who were having same goals now begin to, go apart in terms of the way they're now looking at things, is it still going to be healthy for them to have a middle ground that will give them that relationship, that good or healthy relationship? Yeah, I think it can work. It can work. Like for me, if, let's say for example, myself and my spouse, we have an understanding that I want to start a business at a time. We're working towards it. I was working towards making sure that the funds for starting up a business were made available. You get. So upon getting to the very end part of it, I was able to raise 100% of the funds involved, but at least I got to 80, which I felt was a good one for us to take off. But along the line, she just felt like, no, I won't be able to do this. Now I'm a nursing mother. If I take the children to school, I wake up in the morning, I have to take care of the children. By the time I now come back, where will I have that energy and that create that time to do what I'm supposed to do, to make sure the business is thriving and juggling, raising the children, attending to me, because
you like attention.
I'm also a senior baby. Yeah, I'm a senior baby. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't happy, because I felt like, okay, we already had this plan, there was an agreement in place and all of that. But all of a sudden, she just changed. So I had to sit down, as human that I am. I admitted I wasn't happy. But I had to sit down and look at it. Okay, by the time you wake up in the morning, you take these children to school, you have to prepare them for school, feeding is part of it, and all of that. And my own needs, all of that. If not me, I could do it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had to just like, okay, let's now sit down and look at a better timing. You get, sometimes timing is very important. You get, and then understanding is also very important. When you begin to take yourselves into consideration, kind of looking at the effect it might have on the other person, and I'm sure that by the time myself and my wife we got to a middle ground, we were able to see that, okay, even if we do it the money will now become a waste. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like no problem. Okay, let's see what we can. Let's challenge these funds into something different. When you are set, you can get it started. So I think it's possible.
Wow. So from all you've said, I think all that you said, using your wife as an example, I looked at it as you were being considerate and you were being sympathetic to putting yourself in your wife's shoes and trying to understand. So it all boils down to understanding and all of that. Well, that's okay. Now back to you, Immaculata, my darling. From your own angle as a lady, can you give us some common example of a compatible life goals for partners?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, like for what I'm just, I don't want to
Digress a little.
and put what I believe there is that if you don't have any business getting married, if you cannot if there is no compatibility,
Okay.
and if you cannot compromise, because no matter how you have different goals, maybe as you're growing, because as we grow,
Your goals
you
change,
have, yes, our desires, everything changes, and you now desire to do something else. So there must be a compromise. Okay, since this is what you must come down and sit down and talk. Because it is in that communication that you have to give the benefits of what you want to do to your partner, and your partner will look at it that, okay, this thing that my partner intends to do can actually help to grow the family and is going to benefit the family. Then, in fact, without compromise, you can even, as young people, when you go into relationship, there's always compromise because it's not always your way. It's not always what you want.
Yes, yeah.
There are times you'll be like, in as much as I don't like this, but since my partner wants this, then we must surely come to the middle ground. Okay, this is me, this is you.
Oh, yeah,
Let's meet somewhere. So it's a good thing. Now coming to the question of examples of
compatibility
life
life goals
goals
that they can share.
Yeah. For example, now let's say finance. So as a couple, you must come together to think of your finances. Okay. We need an investment. We need to own an investment portfolio. So you come together and you look at it. Yeah, this is very good. This is a good goal. I think we can pursue this goal, and then you think about it. Okay, how are we going to do it? Discuss, and you create an investment for as a couple. That is sharing.
I'll have to stop you there. You mentioned finance. So there's this thing that goes with women, especially married women in the family. It is about money.
Okay.
So the husband's money, it is called our money. Yes. And the woman's money
It's
is
my
called
money.
my money. So now you just mentioned finance. Dealing with someone who has that mentality, husband money is family money, my money is my own money. So are you sure someone with such mentality will agree to what you're just saying?
Yeah, see, that is why marriage is not something that just falls from the sky. Before you get married to a man or a woman, you must have discourse. You must talk. You must talk about everything. Know their mentality, know their mindset, know how they look at things. So you discuss finances. In fact, everything that you're going to be doing in the marriage, you need to sit down first during courtship. Talk about it. Know who your woman is. Is she the type that says, my money is my money and your money is our money? Because truly, in the present day Nigeria, you cannot tell your husband, your money is our money, why mine is mine. No, you must come together. For example, it mustn't be 50-50 kind of a thing. Okay, if my husband is bringing 70%, I should be able to contribute 30%.
More like a support.
That is the support. Because as a woman, you are actually a helpmate. You're trying to help him. And if you're not capable, you cannot help someone. You must be, for God to create a woman as a helper to a man. That's why when you're choosing a woman, you must be very careful. You must choose someone that can go with you in that journey. Because the journey is long.
The only journey where you've not started, or you're just starting and they give you a certificate.
So the journey is long. So something wrong. For you must look at, okay, this person, is this somebody that will support me? I posted something on your social media that if you marry a woman, in fact, you will know if you will succeed in life with the kind of woman you marry. Because if you marry a woman who will not support you financially, then and is a consumer, sorry is your name, because you, in fact, from the maybe if you were in square one, you will go back to square zero. So then finances is one of the goals that couples can come together, and also career is another thing. You can support each other in your career, your various professional groups. Maybe you're a doctor, I'm a lawyer. We support ourselves. We must look
More
at
like a police officer and a barrister.
you see,
You arrest,
Yes.
I will do the judging.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so very much for that extensive discussion. And
Thank you.
okay, so my question goes to you, right? And the question here is, can couple come together like to align their what is it called, their life goals without compromising individual values or individual aspiration? Like, can we agree on saying, okay, even if you like okra soup, me I don't like okra soup, so how we want it to, you understand? What can we do in such a situation? Can we agree on it without me losing my value or my own person in the process of agreeing to supporting your own personal goals?
Well, first and foremost, let's just get certain things right and straight.
Okay, sir.
You cannot say that two people are coming together for a particular reason and they will not lose something in the process, because life is about sacrifice. For those goals you want to pursue, for it to be fruitful, there must be some compromise. So there must be some time that either the man or the woman is losing himself or herself, but because the common goal is a priority. Do you understand? So we'll just let that part of, okay, at least at the end of the day, what comes out is worth the compromise, right?
Yeah.
So for me, if you ask me, it's possible that both parties who are in a relationship can have a goal without having to lose themselves. If you look at what I just said earlier, so not that if you are rigid, it's going to be difficult. But if you make it flexible, then it's possible. Why am I saying this? Okay, I listened to what my other participants said earlier, talking about our money and your money, my money, and all that. So you get what I'm saying? It's a very funny thing, a funny life we find ourselves. But I think it's an interesting one. Like for someone like me, I like being put on my toes. Sure, you get what I'm saying? Yes. So that I know that I'm responsible for what I'm supposed to be responsible for. So I'm not really looking at your money. If you are my wife, I'm not looking at your money. I know that's my responsibility to provide for.
Even if she makes more than you.
Yes. That is what even makes you the man. See, every man has that pride. And when we say pride, that pride has to come with that element of control that man has over his home. Do you understand? So, and how do you now control your home? Is when you begin to be responsible for your responsibilities without looking at the woman to come in. If she comes in to help, fine. Do you get what I'm saying? Let it be voluntary from her. Not that it's like, oh, I have to do so. But if both couples agree, no problem. So if you see, it's possible that both people can actually have a goal without compromising on their principles, but at the same time, there needs to be flexibility for it to work.
Mrs. Agogo, she's also married, so I'm the only single person in the darling. If in case you're like,
Get married
come
one
put the
day.
ring on this finger so we can talk more. Amen, brother.
You will be there soon.
So what are these? What do the value? Everybody has a value in a relationship. Do you understand? So your value and my value, are they important or can they shape life goals? Like, okay, I believe that when you wake up in the morning, you have to make your bed. You believe that when you wake up in the morning, I just move. Do you understand? Now, so those two values, when we put them together, are they capable of shaping life goals for individuals that are in a relationship?
Yeah. If you don't have similar life, or if you don't share similar values, you cannot be in a relationship. You cannot be. In fact, when we talk about compatibility, it's having somebody who share in the same belief like you. For example, I am a Catholic, and I know that marrying a Pentecostal is going to be an issue to me. So I will try to marry a Catholic. That is faith.
Religious dress.
That is it. So now that is religious belief now, and in the denominational thing, I say, okay, I'm this, so I must marry. So that is because I want to avoid future troubles in the home. Now, if I believe, if we also share the belief that okay, we trust in God and we believe in ourselves, and my husband does same, we will work together. If my husband is the type that believe in diabolical things and I don't, we will always conflict, always have issues. So it's without you having the same shared values, there is no how you can work together. For another shared values, for example, in the family we have already spoken that we shouldn't be lying, we should be truthful to ourselves. And you know that okay, if you come and tell me the truth about what you want to do, and the only thing is just that communication. Communication is very essential in a relationship. So everything we do, just like we are doing here, it is communication. So everything you do in life, you need to communicate. You know, most times some people do not listen, but in communication, there must be someone to listen, another person to understand, another person to talk. So when I'm talking, are you listening? Are you listening to understand? Or are you listening to respond to me? You see, this is where we do have issues in union, in partnership, in marriage, in relationship. So when you don't listen to understand, but you listen to respond, you understand? So for us to work together, what is in me is that okay, this is my shared value with my husband, this is what I believe, this is what guide our home. So everything, every goal, everything I'm doing, that must be the very thing that drives us. You know, there must be a driver. Yes, this whatever I'm doing, I will always know that okay, this goal that I'm pursuing, this is what I and my husband believe in supporting ourselves. So whatsoever I'm going to do, he must look at it that I need to support her to get there, because if you don't support me, it's going to be very hard for me. You understand? So with that, for you to achieve anything in a relationship, you must have the same values. You must believe in this is what works for us, because what I believe, what this couple number one couple believe in is not same with what like Abdul said. He believes that he should be the one to carry everything. So whether the wife support or not is not the problem. But there are other men who don't believe that. They believe that the woman 50-50. Yes, some even believe 50-50. Some even believe that as the woman being their helper, then the woman must also contribute to the family. You understand? So they even want to ask you, how far, what are you bringing? That's why you see something. What are you bringing to the table? So you see that every individual have their own different. What works for two cannot work for another couple. You see, another couple will be there. Maybe the wife is even the breadwinner. You know, and they are still working fine, and everything is good with them. So that is the only thing that can keep a relationship, no matter the goals you have.
So you mentioned shared goals or shared values. So how can partners with individual values or individual goals support in what would I say balance? I have an individual value, you have an individual. So how can they balance in those shared values in a relationship?
So if we can't be a couple and we believe in different things, we'll have issues. So that is why at first I told you there must be compromise. So you must yes, as much as, for example, I've seen people who are a Muslim marrying a Christian.
Yeah.
You see that kind of a thing. But you're not enforcing your part to the person and telling them you must do it like it will not work. So in as much as okay, you're a Muslim and a Christian, when it is time for church, you go to church. When it is time for mosque, I go to mosque. You're not disturbing me, I'm not disturbing you. But we do other things together. So it's possible that this can work for people. All that matters is communication and opening up and compromise. Just like Abdul would say, sacrifice. That sacrifice is letting go of what you love so much just for peace to reign. So when you communicate and you value that person, and you know that whatever the person is doing is going to bring growth to that family. But when you look at in every union is growth. It's growth. So you look at this thing this person is doing, is going to grow the family. Is it going to help this family to stand strong? So that should be the basic thing in the heart of every couple. Every relationship, what is there is okay, how best can we do this, handle this, so I can actually shift grounds and you also shift and we come together.
Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe. What will be the consequences, right, if partners in a relationship do not have similar goals or aspirations in life? What's going to be the bad goals? Is there going to be a bad goals or is there going to be peace?
Well, there's no relationship without shared goals, shared values, shared beliefs, it's not a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Before you go into a relationship, these are the things that you're going to do. Okay, does she share in my opinions? Does she look at things the way I look at them? Do you understand?
Did you
So-
say 28 as 82? Or 26 as 9? That's what we're talking about.
So it's actually not going to be a relationship or a marriage if we don't have shared values, if we don't have shared beliefs or shared goals. It's not going to work, except we are just playing around.
Passing time.
Yeah, thank you. Except we just want to pass time with each other. You get so.
Can you give us maybe an advice to things to look out for in a relationship? Do we have to agree? Because from all you're saying is we all have to agree. So just wrap it up.
Relationship, you look out for openness, communication, you look out for respect, you look out for honesty, you look out for sacrifice, compromise, you look out for transparency.
Okay.
So you look out for, especially respect is very important
Very
in a
key.
relationship. Yeah.
Mhm.
Openness, compatibility, compromise. Without that, you cannot have a relationship. In fact, you don't have any business being in a marriage if you don't have compatibility, compromise, sacrifice, openness, because you're not open to your man, you're not open to your woman, there will be issues, and you might not be able to resolve those issues. So this is going to be like the driver of the relationship. And this is the only way you can live with someone and be happy. If you're a secretive person, you keep secret, you keep things to yourself, you don't share your worries, your thoughts, you're going to have issues because the other person cannot read your mind. And whenever there is a problem, it is good to speak out.
Mm.
When you speak, when you communicate, in fact, catch the issue and not the person. That is the only way you will have a successful relationship. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for coming. Anyway, viewers, you've heard it all from the two beautiful guests I have today. And don't forget, our topic today was actually based on is it essential, how important it is for partners in a relationship to have similar goals. And you've heard it all from the two people who are already in a relationship. So, ladies and gentlemen, the single ones actually, those who need to have their, maybe you still want to do some parties in your relationship. So I have with me Mrs. Agogo and Mr. Abdulaziz. They've actually talked about it. Why you guys are shouting my video now? You also guys now, just move aside. So as I was saying, just come down, let's see our faces. So you've heard it all. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow because we'll be having more of these to come every Friday for you. And don't forget your beautiful single girls. I'm still here. My name is Jessica. I'm Mrs. Agogo and Mr. Abdulaziz.
Somebody's looking for husband.
I'm looking for husband actually. Bye.